Hey guys, welcome to yet another exciting episode of Laughter Capture Photography. Today's episode is about frequency separation. Frequency separation is a skin retouching technique that allows the editors to separate low frequencies from high frequencies and thus maintain all the quality and textures of the skin plus the colors without compromising any of them. So it's mostly used in high fashion portraits and generally portraits, but you can use it in wedding photo shoots as well, and anything that has to do with portraits. So let's step in the process. Over in Photoshop here I have a picture which is an old self-portrait of mine. I know it's really embarrassing. Don't judge me about that. So that was when I had my hair obviously really long and I had them in a ponytail. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go and press Command J to duplicate the layer, and I'm gonna duplicate it twice. I'm gonna switch off the first one and I'm gonna go to the second and filter, then blur and Gaussian blur. 24 is too much, so we're gonna go around 2, maybe 2.6, 2.6. Okay, so we just need to make sure on that specific layer that we don't have the pores of the skin visible. The next thing that we need to do is to turn on the third layer, and you can see on the third layer that the texture is back. So that's the first step in separating low frequencies from high frequencies and skin texture and color and stuff. So we're gonna go to image, apply image, and immediately you can see the blending mode is in multiply and the opacity is in 100%. So what we're going to do is we're going to choose layer 1, and that means this section here is where this image is going to be applied. And over in blending mode we're going to go to subtract. Subtract. We're not going to touch these scales and offset settings, we're going to leave them like that. And over here we're going to come to linear light, and as you can see, if I switch off these layers there's no difference. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna group these two, and I'm gonna go to the third layer. We can rename the group as skin retouch if you like, and I'm gonna zoom in, and I can see that there are some imperfections in the skin, so I'm gonna go into the folder. Oops. And on the third layer I'm gonna press L for the lasso tool, and I'm going to select an area. Then I'm gonna go again to blur, Gaussian blur again, but this time it's not going to be 2.6, it has to be higher, maybe let's say 24. Okay, so if I leave, yep, alright, so let's see, then Control D to deselect. I'm not gonna go very much into the eyes because and then you essentially repeat the process until, say, this part I don't like, or this. And then the good thing is that when you have selected an area with the lasso tool, once you go into the area, you see that little white box underneath the arrow. That means that you can move your selection around. That makes it easier and more precise. See how the skin pores here and over here and over here are starting to really pop. The skin is more soft, and you can see the difference over here as well. So the area in the eyes is always the most difficult one to touch. So here it is. Basically, you see the difference in the quality of the skin. You can see the difference over here, and you can see the difference over here. So that's what basically the frequency separation is. You can use that in specific parts, but also you can use, along with that, the dodge and burn process, which is another skin retouching process. But that requires you to be a bit more precise in selections and with the brush. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned till next time, and let me know if there is anything else that you would like me to do regarding technical issues or technical stuff over here in Photoshop.